Yo, what up, Fight World? Your kid is back, man. Let's talk about it. See, can't leave boxing alone. The game need me. You know what I mean? I gotta get some thoughts out. But first, the Boxingego roll call. Hey, hey, where y'all at? Where y'all from? Get the fuck up. We working. Smash the like button. Where you at? Where you from? Where you at? Where you from? Let's get it. Shout out to Bradford, England. You heard? Hey, hey, hey. Cleveland, you can get a taste. Fayetteville, NC, you can get a taste. Where y'all at? Shout out to Texas. LA. That's California to the Bay. Phoenix, Arizona, by way of LA. ATL one time. Tell me what's on your mind. Seattle, Miami, LA. We working. Memphis, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Shout out to Pomona, home of Sugar Shane Mosley. DMV, where y'all at? Where y'all at with it? Oh man. Yeah. I was running through the six with my woes. Shout out to New York. DMV, I don't know if I got y'all, but we gonna get y'all twice if I did. Man, we gonna talk about this Charlo shit. Y'all be hating. These motherfuckers wanna hate so bad. Okay. New media. That's it with the roll call. Fuck it. Let's jump right into the content. You know? We'll jump right into the boxing shit. Bow. We here with it. Now, Charlo's fight, I got an email. I did a video. Got announced. Jermall Charlo is slated to fight December 22nd against Jermall is the slightly taller one at middleweight. Jermall is fighting against Willie Monroe Jr., who called him out. You know, Jermell is fighting Tony Harrison of Detroit Kronk Gym. I think there are going to be some other people. I think Dominic Brazil is going to be on the undercard. I don't know who he's fighting. Just some other people. But, you know, I'll wait for the more clarification. I think it's December 22nd at the Barclays Center. Press conferences this week. I think it's a solid fight. You know, I think it's a solid fight to close the end of the year. But we going to talk about it new media style. Because what happens, I always see this, you know, especially with other fighters, right? You know, certain fighters, little black channels, you know, we got to break it down new media. So I have to jump on before all these dumbass narratives because I already dug a hole in some of y'all on Twitter who's already coming out complaining, you know, trashing the fights. Let's really break this down. Let's break this down one time. All right? Listen, we could do a hot seat. If I say something that is not accurate or, you know, you want to debate if it makes sense, then, you know, step right up. Fair? So, I have no problem with the fights. It's the end of the year, you know. It's the end, you know, closing the year. Not everyone's going to come out with their 2019 calendar, right? I think it's solid, you know, solid matchups to close the year. Now, is it the quintessential best middleweight and junior middleweight fights ever invented? No, nobody's saying that. But it's solid. This is what I'm talking about with these hating ass fans. One, they get mad particularly with Al Heyman and PBC fighters talking about, oh, why are they so inactive, man? Why are these guys so inactive? Then the Charlos get a good fight, you know, kind of a fight they should probably be favored to win, stay busy, but there's some elements where, you know, maybe these are tricky fights for them, right? And they're still mad. The same people that criticize Tank and Charlo and say Errol Spence is not active even though he fought 2 times this year, are the same motherfuckers who's mad that they're fighting who they're fighting. Right? Let new media break this shit down. Now, who do you want? Like, listen, I'm gonna set these boys up because I know it's like acid in your mouth, and I know you want to say something. So name a realistic. We'll start with Jamal. Name fights that are. Listen to the whole question. Name fights for Jamal that are better and realistic for December. So not just better, but realistic, meaning he could fight these people in December 22nd. Now let's see what they have to say. We not playing games. The fight is December 22nd, so you tell me better realistic options. We all know what realistic means. So mean they would be available, they would be ready, and they would be down to scrap. You guys have at it. And we'll go one by one. We'll do hot seats. Because all y'all motherfuckers, not all, but that's how I talk. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be hating. Okay, so how is David Lemieux any better? He got outboxed, you know. David Lemieux, he got outboxed by Billy Joe. He got stopped by Golovkin. You know, people were mad when see, this is what I'm saying. These motherfuckers want to complain regardless. When Canelo was talking about fighting David Lemieux, or Golden Boy was talking about it, fans were mad at that. They was mad at Canelo possibly fighting Lemieux. This is what I'm saying. These motherfuckers just want to complain. Tell me a realistic December 22nd option that's better. Munguia is already on his own. Golden Boy is already trying to put him on Canelo card or fight in January. He's not realistic. And besides that, we're talking about opponents for Jamal. We're talking about Jamal Charlo. He's the middleweight one. Munguia doesn't fight at middleweight yet. So we haven't even got to Jamal. We're on Jamal. So what are the much better fights that are realistic? Lada doesn't fight at middleweight. Lada, last time I checked, fought at 154. You guys got to do better. Do you guys even watch boxing? You guys keep naming 154 pounders, Munguia and Lada. Until otherwise proven, they're at 154. Until they actually move up or announce they're moving up. We're talking about opponents that Jamal Charlo could fight at 160. Akeem said they slow. Okay, Boo Boo, Chin Smoke. How in the fuck is they gonna fight Boo Boo? See, y'all don't think about this thing till you say it. You guys don't think it through. Boo Boo just fought last weekend and he had a shoulder injury. How the fuck is he gonna fight by December? So with the injured shoulder, this is what I'm saying. These dudes, they're like thinking of the matchup, but they're not being realistic. Boo Boo just fought against the African Walter Katundakwa and he got a shoulder injury. So how is he gonna be in the 8 to 10 week training camp and then be available by December 22nd? Please let me know. My bad, forgot about the injury. It doesn't matter. Even if he didn't get injured, if you follow boxing, you will know that he literally just fought last weekend on DAZN. So how would he be ready? It doesn't, the injury is only half of it. The other part, you know, Curtis Stevens is at 154 now. He's not even at middleweight. Once again, do you guys follow boxing? Or is it just me? See, this is what I'm saying. Everybody wants to complain and hate and say, oh, it's bullshit and bum fights. But I'm telling you guys, you play matchmaker and you be realistic. So far, y'all named a bunch of 54-pounders who haven't moved up to middleweight. You named Curtis Stevens, who dropped down from middleweight, and he got knocked out by David Lemieux, you know. And anyway, he dropped down to 54. Then you named, who else did they name? They named Demetrius Andrade, who currently is nursing an injury and literally just fought a few days ago. T. Machiavelli says Rosado or Lemieux would have been more exciting fights. Lemieux doesn't mean much more than a win over Willie Monroe. Neither one has a belt. 2, Rosado already has his own fight. He's fighting on the same card, I think, with Brandon Rios on DAZN. against Luis Cuba Arias. Once again, B-Hop is retired. See? You guys is drowning right now. Drowning. Rosado's fighting Luis Cuba Arias, so those are 2 people booked up. Showtime is trash. The fight's not even on Showtime, so you look stupid. What else? He says Showtime is trash. It's not even on Showtime. Triple G, his team said they're not fighting for the rest of the year, so that's off the table. Plus, I haven't seen Triple G even barely, I haven't heard him at all talk about Charlo, really. Right? See, you guys is drowned in. That's what I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying, oh, this is the worst match, oh, bum fights and all that, but y'all not coming up with nothing better. What have y'all come up with that is realistic? You know, I was arguing with this dude on Twitter. He said Billy Joe Saunders. The motherfucker failed a drug test. That's why he got pulled from his fight last week. So how is he going to fight against? He's banned. You know, he's gonna serve some kind of suspension. He no longer has a belt on top of things, and he failed a drug test. If the state of Massachusetts is not going to authorize him to fight Boo Boo, and they pulled the plug on that fight, right? If they pulled the plug on that fight, then honestly, why would he be able to fight in a stricter commission, which is New York? See, this is what I'm saying. These dudes be just saying whatever. These dudes be reaching. Okay, someone says Selesky would be cool. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably coming off a loss to Danny Jacobs. But beyond that, he was a mentioned person for Charlo to fight, and people still complained about that. Nicole's bottom says, you ugly though, Ego. Okay, that's what's up. As long as you watch me, I don't care what the fuck. I could look like the boogeyman. You know, when they said Selesky, people was hating on that. Yeah, I didn't mind the Selesky fight either. But when it was mentioned a few weeks ago, guess what? People was hating on that fight too. Oh my gosh. Are you guys listening? Andrade is injured and he just fought a mere few days ago. So that wouldn't work for December. See? That's what I'm saying. So who have you guys, some dude on Twitter was arguing with me. He said Jack Kukale. Really? So you guys, if Jamal Charlo was fighting Jack Kukale, who lost to Demetrius Andrade, and then he lost his very next fight to Selesky, you know, and then he came back fighting no-name guys, and then he has like 2 or 3 wins against no-name guys, you would give Jamal credit, you know, Jermell or Jamal for fighting Jack Kukale. Stop it. These dudes be hating. So you won't give Mel no credit for fighting Tony Harrison, but you'll give him credit for fighting Jack Kukale, who lost to Boo Boo Andrade, and then immediately after lost to Selesky. These dudes be lying, man. Golden Boy's doing their own thing with Jaime Munguia. We still talking about middleweight. Y'all keep bringing up Jaime Munguia. Here's a 154-pounder until he announces he's moving up. No one's saying Canelo because we all know he's fighting at 168 against Rocky Fielding. .54 Trail says Lotta. Lotta's coming off of a loss and he's at 154 and they're ex-stablemates. You know, and see, it's mighty funny that motherfuckers say Lotta runs and he ran versus Canelo and he's boring. But then now, all of a sudden, people are requesting for the guy that a lot of you guys say is boring to fight. I don't say that because I appreciate the different styles. I appreciate the different styles. Quillen fights at 168. Y'all, see, this is the problem. A lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even know boxing. Quillen doesn't even fight at middleweight anymore. He just fought Jay Leon Love. Jamal Charlo's at 160. See, this is what I'm saying. Everybody, oh, this is a bum fight. And then you guys keep saying people that don't work for 154 or 160. A lot of her was a classic. I know. I liked it. I was there. I'm pretty sure Jaime has a fight already. That's what I'm saying. They're trying to put him on the Canelo card. Zordo Ramirez is at 160. See, listen. I proved my point. You know, this stream is not going to go too much long because that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers are just guessing. I said realistic. Motherfuckers are talking about Zudo Ramirez. His name is not even Zudo. Like he Italian or something. What the fuck is Zudo Ramirez? Dudes pulling names out of the ad. That's what I'm saying. See, everybody has a problem. People are like, oh, why didn't he fight Jarrett Hurd? But you guys don't follow boxing. Jarrett Hurd is coming off of a shoulder injury / surgery. Jarrett Hurd said himself, I'm not fighting Charlo straight away. I got to test out this shoulder. It's feeling good, but, you know, I'm not going to go into a major fight, rightfully so, you know, fresh off an injury. So that's not no duck or nothing else. He just, you know, you got to get right. You got to get right. So once again, motherfuckers keep hating on the Charlos and mad that they fighting who they fighting, but they're not saying no better names that they should be fighting. I have yet to see a good name. You know, the only person I've seen that y'all put that would be a realistic opponent was like Selesky. And people, he was actually a candidate that they were looking at, and people were still hating. And he lost to Jacobs just recently. I don't even know if he's fought since then. You know? So do you think people would really give Charlo credit for beating Selesky? You know, more so than Willie Monroe? That's what I'm saying, y'all. I know some of y'all got hate in your blood. You want to hate so bad. Yeah, Danny Jacobs is fighting this Saturday for a title, and he's going to be ready by December 22nd. Once again, Eric Lopez, you don't know shit about boxing. How the fuck can Danny Jacobs fight this weekend? See, you guys aren't even familiar with what's going on. Of course, I would love to see Jacobs versus Charlo, but that's not realistic. How's Jacobs going to fight for the IBF strip title that Golovkin got stripped for and then be ready by December? So he's going to fight a potentially tough fight with Derevyanchenko and then jump immediately back into a training camp. Not realistic at all. Jose de Jesus says, Ego, YouTube is really fucking up. I got no notifications for the last 3 weeks for the live stream. I apologize, but I'm not sure what else to do. There's options where you can make it more specific, like if you want all notifications, because YouTube, based on your watch history, they just try to recommend shit. So, you know, I don't know how the algorithm detects it, but, you know, you might have to go through your settings and then select certain channels that you want to get most or all the notifications from. So anyway, I think the point has been proven. Everybody that's complaining, but they're not coming up with better matches for us that are realistic. Canelo is not realistic. He fights in December at 68. Shout out to Mr. King Palmer, $5 super chat. Hey, what's up, Ego? Did you go see Halloween already? From 1 to 10, I give it a 7. And can I have a wrench? We'll be inducting some new shooters soon. I didn't go see the movie yet, but I heard it got good reviews. It was on Rotten Tomatoes. Charlos don't need a promoter. They just started their own promotional company. Once again, they're self-promoters. I did a video about Jermell Charlo calling out Floyd Mayweather, you know, and I did it like a day late. Nobody was talking about it. And then I do the video. This shit got over 20,000 views in a day or some shit. I don't even know where it's at now. You know, because I don't hawk my own work like that. So they don't need no promoters. He's doing whatever he needs to promote his fights. Purple Cloud Beats, $5 super chat. How is it ridiculous asking for Charlo to move up and fight Ramirez when it's asked all of a sudden, when it's asked of a champions to move up? Bro, stop it. You sound ridiculous, bro. Purple Cloud Beats, you sound like a rookie to this. He just moved up to 160. he has an opportunity to become Canelo's mandatory or fight Triple G or both, and you want him to move up to fight at 168 against a top ranked fighter, bro, I don't even know why you would even pay a super chat for that, because you just wasting your money to be heard and say casual comments. That was really casual. So where is Gilberto Ramirez at anyway? I think he's fighting Jesse Hart. I haven't even seen him fight in a minute. You see, this is what I'm talking about. These dudes be hating. Like, why is the pressure on the Charlos and Al Heyman and shit? When's the last time Ramirez fought? I don't even remember his last. Was it Jesse Hart? And I think he's rematching Jesse Hart in December. So either way, that wouldn't work. But once again, y'all don't know shit about boxing. A lot of y'all. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's rematching Jesse Hart in December. This is what I'm saying. They just be guessing. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's fighting Jesse Hart. He's with a different promoter on a different network and in a different weight class. That's not even realistic. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't Canelo's going up to he's the money man. Canelo's Mexican. Zurdo Ramirez is Mexican, and Canelo's announced on his own that he's going up to 168. So why are you putting Charlo in there? Charlo never even said he's going up to 68 right now. So why didn't Canelo go up and fight Gilberto Ramirez? You see, that's how I know they hating. That's how I know these dudes is hating. Because why you want Charlo, and you the same type to be like, Charlo ain't got no resume, he ain't beat no one. Okay, well, Canelo announced himself that he's going up to 168, and he does have a resume, and it would be a good big build fight because it's two Mexican warriors fighting each other, right? But you didn't request that. You requesting for Charlo, who never even said, I want to dominate 168. Canelo's the one that wants to set history. Why didn't you request for Canelo to fight Zurdo Ramirez? You know what I'm saying? Shaking my head, ego, so Charlo can't, but Canelo should. Okay, you in the hot seat, bro. Super chat or not. All right, let's break this down. Canelo is moving up to 168 per his own will. He wants to be a 3-weight division champion. So Charlo is focused on 160. How does this make any sense? How does this not make sense to you? Canelo is the one that wants to move to 168 right now because he's doing it. He's the one. Nobody told him to move up to 68. If he would have stayed at 68 or 60 and fought, Charlo or Jacobs or whoever, then I would have been good with that. He's the one that wanted to do it. So how you going to hold Charlo to a standard that he wants to do right now? You know what I'm saying? Let me hear some of your beats, because you're not really making much sense. Let me hear some of your beats. I mean, hopefully those are good, because your logic is not good at all. Exactly, Jeff the producer. We got a battle of the producers. There's another producer in here, and he's saying the polar opposite of what you saying, just like me. He said exactly, ego. Nobody told him to go up. See, this is what he's trying to do. Purple Cloud Beats. He's trying to flip it to make it like I'm just trying to torture Canelo and tell him to move up. He's the one that said he wants to move up. He is the one that is moving up. So how are you going to hold Charlo when he just got to the division? If he wants to do more work at the division and he can make the weight, no problem, then what are we talking about? Yeah, how is he going to be held? That's like, oh, if Roy Jones moved up to heavyweight, then everybody else that was in Roy Jones' light heavyweight campaign, they need to move up to heavyweight. No, that's some shit Roy Jones is trying to do. That don't have nothing to do with it. That doesn't even make sense, bro. Purple Cloud Beats, bro. You're sound. I don't know if you on perp in the clouds, like you high. I don't know if it's not you in the hot seat, bro. It's not registering. You said, and tell you the truth, Charlo can beat Ramirez. It's not even about that. He never said he wants to move up to 168 right now. So what are you even talking about? He probably will move up to 68, but he's going to do it when he wants to move up. So you gotta do better, bro. Canelo is the one that said I'm moving up to 68, and he's the one doing interviews saying I might stay at 168. You was the one that brought up Charlo versus Ramirez. I made a simple counter. Why doesn't Canelo fight Ramirez? That's a better fight. Ramirez actually called out Canelo. Ramirez never called out Charlo that I've ever seen. But I could show you the video where Ramirez, you trying to flip it on me. Ramirez called out Canelo. They've sparred together. I never seen Ramirez call out Charlo. So what are you even talking about, bro? You got one more response. We got to keep the Purple Cloud Beats. We got to keep this thing rolling. Okay, this dude is drunk. Let's vote. This dude is all over the place. Purple Cloud Beats, did he get an L in the hot seat? I can't, I can't even go back and forth. You're not making no sense, bro. Did Purple Cloud Beats get that L? This dude is all over the place. He said, get him out of here. Hey, thank you for playing. They want you gone, bro. Hey, shooters, handle that. They giving him mad L's, see? That dude, he didn't win. You full of shit. That's what I'm saying. You the one that brought up fucking Ramirez. Nobody was even talking about 168 fighters. Anyway. Now, this is what I'm saying. People is hating. They mad that Charlo's fighting who they're fighting as end of the year fight. It's like they're going to complain no matter what. First of all, they say, hey, we just want you to stay busy. Okay, this is a, solid stay busy fight. Is it the best fight in the division? No. But let's unpack it. Does Golovkin, is he showing any signs that he even wants to fight Jermall Charlo? Have you seen any interview with Golovkin where he was like, hey, yeah, bring Charlo. Yeah, I'll teach the Lions. No, we haven't. Triple G's team was talking about fighting Ryota Murata, who just fought, and Rob Brandt. So they're not going to be ready to fight in December. I've not seen one Team Golovkin interview where they were jumping up in joy. Where they said that Charlo was a front runner. They said they're not even fighting this year. So how you going to be mad at the Charlos for not fighting a better option, but Triple G is the one that's not coming back? Well, if you thought you beat Canelo, why don't you come back in December and fight Charlo? The WBC told you to, so why didn't you come back? Why are you taking the rest of the year off? Because he got that Canelo bag, and he don't want, he don't want to fight in December. So this is what I'm saying. This is what they do to fighters: is they know what's going on. They know Errol Spence. They know Crawford. They know these guys are trying to get top level fights. They know Pacquiao didn't want no smoke with Crawford. They know Keith Thurman didn't want no smoke with Errol Spence. They know Joshua don't want no smoke with Wilder. They know Dillian White and Joshua don't want no smoke with Luis Ortiz, and then they play dumb. Oh, why is Luis Ortiz fighting Dave Allen? He fighting Dave Allen because the other guys ain't trying to fight him, except for Wilder. It's that simple. Why is Charlo? Why is he fighting Tony Harrison? Why is he fighting Willie Monroe? Because Willie Monroe got a set of balls, and he's trying to fight him and called him out. One of the few. Just like Benavidez called out Crawford. Props to him for at least calling out Crawford, because not too many people are calling out Crawford. Mikey Garcia is a great fighter, but he didn't really call out Crawford. He called out Spence. I ain't heard one interview from Triple G's team that looked like they had a high interest in fighting Charlo this year or even next year. Maybe they can get it together and make it happen next year, but so far I haven't seen them jumping up for joy for it. So how you gonna knock the Charlos for fighting who they fighting? Beyond that, the other people at junior middleweight or 160, especially 160, are either occupied, just coming off fights, coming off injuries, and it's not even realistic. You guys still haven't told me somebody that's way better than Willie Monroe that Charlo can literally fight December 22nd with there's no injuries. They're not coming off of another hard fight. They're, nothing like that. Who could they fight? Motherfuckers talking about Selesky. Well, guess what? Charlo was linked to fight Selesky, and people were still complaining about that. So don't act like you would give Danny Jacobs beat Selesky. Don't act like you would give Charlo. You would say that's Jacobs' leftover. You ain't gonna give Charlo a whole bunch of credit. Once again, Slew Sosa, you don't know shit about boxing. You talking about Canelo, but he has his own fight in December on DAZN. Hey, block 54 Trail. This motherfucker said Artur Beterbiev. Just block him. He's been saying stupid shit, and he had the audacity to ask for a wrench. This motherfucker's talking about fighters from 175. Get him all the way the fuck out of here. Listen, if you guys don't know boxing, just please stop. Motherfucker said Artur Beterbiev with exclamation marks. Anyway, you don't know shit about boxing because Beterbiev is supposed to be on the Canelo card against Joe Smith Jr. So he's not even available. See, this is what I'm saying. Not only does he fight at 175, he's not even available because he's supposed to fight Joe Smith Jr. This is what I'm saying. These dudes don't even know boxing. They go, oh, fucking AJ. You know, they're just saying random names. Yeah, people want to see Charlo versus Matarosin, but they complain when Golovkin fought him. I'm not talking about Charlo at 168 until he's moving up there. I'm not. I told you guys. No offense to anybody. I'm not in the business of wasting my time. He has expressed moving up to 168 eventually. He's not talking about it now. So until he does, then I'll talk about it when he talks about moving up. You know, I'm not going to waste my time and talk about all the guys that give him issue. He's not up there yet. Let's talk about the here and now. That's what I want to talk about. People saying Billy Joe Saunders, but Billy Joe Saunders just failed a drug test in the United States of America. That's not going to work. How is Billy Joe Saunders going to fight either Charlo, and he can't even get the clearance to fight? And Massachusetts is not even as strict as New York. So how's he going to get clearance to fight in New York, and they rejected him from fighting a scheduled boo-boo fight? You know, he's probably going to get suspended. He has no belt. He had to get rid of his belt. He's not going to be able to fight in December. Why would they not let him fight last week against Boo Boo Andrade as scheduled, but they're going to let him fight in December? Stop it. Shout out to William Mann. He said people know nothing. They just talking. Charlo versus Danny Jacobs. You're repeatedly putting silly shit. Jacobs is fighting this weekend. How is he going to be ready to fight a whole nother dangerous opponent? And he hasn't even got past Sergey Derevyanchenko. Shout out to Angel. He said, sub ego Vallejo in here. They don't know shit about boxing in your Roger Mayweather voice. That's what I'm saying. These dudes, that's why I see why they're complaining. I understand why they're complaining because they don't know shit about boxing. So they're scheduling all these matches that literally couldn't happen for one reason or another. Period. I'm like, who did they fight? Oh, fuck Clark Kent, Superman. What? Thanos. Wow. Like, they're just saying stuff, but it don't make sense. So anyway, my thoughts. I don't have a problem with the Charlo fight. It's a stay busy fight. There's, some level of where, they can make it interesting. Because if you think about it, Jamal Charlo had some issue with Austin Trout. Willie Monroe is slick, sneaky, and actually I think Willie Monroe has more fights at 160. In shape dude. He lost to Billy Joe Saunders. So we could compare as a barometer. If Charlo goes through and smokes Willie Monroe worse than Golovkin or faster, or, Billy Joe Saunders didn't knock out Willie Monroe. So we can kind of gauge where Charlo is at. And hopefully in 2019, we can get Charlo versus Triple G. You guys have to be realistic. That's what this all boils down to. Block Slew Sosa. Look at the names, the profile pictures of the people doing the most hating. Just block Slew Sosa. I'm sick of seeing your dumb comments. We gonna establish justice. There will be justice out this motherfucker. All this bum this and bum that, but you're not telling me realistic options for them to fight at all. Ronald Finkley is a serial killer. That man like clapping some shit. That's what I'm saying. Even 54. Who can Jermell fight? Ego, take the damn sunglasses off your inside for God's sake. Why you care what I got on my face? Get the bum out of here. Pack of bums, man. Shooters. Oh, okay. We're going to do World War III. Tatum, Page, get his ass. Hey, clap Tatum, Page. We're going to turn the page on your ass. Yeah. My shooters are going to start lighting shit up. Fuck you, bitch ass. Yeah. I'm not answering your question on purpose because I know you desperate. That's why I'm not answering. I seen it. Every single time you left a comment, I seen it. Still ain't answering it. And my shooters is coming. I don't care. You don't care, but you asked the question 5 times. That don't make sense. You kept asking the same question over and over, but you don't care. Now you're trying to save face, and you got clapped in the head. They can't win with it. Okay, there's no way you could win because you still watching. You're going to come back under an alias. You can't win this. This motherfucker try to act all cool. I don't care. I don't care anyway, man. I don't care. You don't care, but you asked the same question 5 times, and you trying to laugh it off. These dudes is crazy. They crazy, man. And do y'all really want to see Jermall Charlo versus Jaime Munguia? You think Jaime Munguia is ready for Jermall? I'm the stream king. How did Sosa come back that fast? What the fuck? See, how do they keep coming back? These dudes can't take no for an answer. They really be coming back hella quick. Oh, you think you could get rid of me? I'm back. Yeah, let Jaime develop because that's not a good look for him. In my opinion, right now, it's not a good. Yeah, he got heart and persistence, but I would like to see him develop more because his lack of defense is not going to be good. And see, this is the thing. These hating motherfuckers, they're not going to give Charlo credit if he were to stretch Munguia. They're like, oh, so he came up from 54. It proves nothing. Stop lying to yourselves. Stop it. You know they talking about Jack Kukale. Like you would give either Charlo credit for beating Jack Kukale. Who the fuck is Jack Kukale? Like, come on, bro. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know who he is, but I'm just saying, like, you know you wouldn't give him Charlo's credit for beating someone that Andrade and Selesky beat. These dudes be lying, man. They be lying. They be like, he could have at least fought David Lemieux. So if Jermall Charlo knocks out David Lemieux, you would give him credit. Or would you say, oh, that's Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G and Rubio's leftovers and Yoshim Alcine? Stop. Do you really think they would give Jermall Charlo credit for beating David Lemieux? Texas Maze says yes. I don't think the masses would give. Let's vote. Okay. Would you give, if Jermall Charlo knocked out David Lemieux, would you give him, like, would you say he's a major player? Like, would you rank him so much higher than what you rank him now? Yes or no? I find that hard to believe. I'm about to put one of y'all on the hot seat because I don't believe y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Keep putting yes. I'm a one of y'all random people. I'm gonna pull one of y'all random people. Ronald Finkley, they lying, dog. They lying to us. All right. I'm about to watch. I'm about to snipe somebody out this crowd. Keep going. All right. You keep putting it. Montrez Jet. All right. So explain to me how David Lemieux is such a significant win, more so than Willie Monroe for Jermall Charlo. You're in the hot seat. Why would you give so much credit to Jermall Charlo for beating a guy who has multiple losses? Let's hear this. I gotta hear this. I gotta hear somebody explain this and express this. So you in the hot seat. Everybody grab your popcorn. You keep saying, "Oh yeah, I'll give Charlo all the credit." I don't think you telling the truth. He just killed somebody in the first round, but who cares? That's somebody. That's Gary Spike O'Sullivan, who Billy Joe Saunders had already beat too. He didn't kill him anyway. You see, this is what I'm saying. I can't take you serious. You talking about he killed him, but I just seen him talking to Conor McGregor on the DAZN card last week. What are you talking about? He killed somebody. Yeah, we know David Lemieux has power, but that's not even. You're not even really answering the question, bro. So because David Lemieux knocked out Gary Spike O'Sullivan, who fought a dumb fight, and was trying to go to war with the slugger, with the major puncher, that's what you give him all the. That's why you would give Charlo credit. Why didn't David Lemieux do that to Billy Joe Saunders then, or Triple G? So you think Charlo would just come out and fight like Gary Spike O'Sullivan did? Even though Charlo's way bigger than Gary Spike O'Sullivan. These dudes be saying whatever, bro. These dudes really be saying whatever. And you know what the funny thing is? David Lemieux has more losses than Willie Monroe, and he's been stopped more times. He got stopped by Marco Antonio Rubio and Triple G, whereas Willie Monroe has a slicker style, and he fought and he only got stopped by Triple G. But he fought Billy Joe Saunders. But he fought Gabe Rosado. They didn't stop him, only Triple G. So David Lemieux and Willie Monroe both got stopped by Triple G, but David Lemieux has more losses because he also lost to other guys. They both actually lost to Billy Joe Saunders too. But David Lemieux also got stopped by Joachim Alcine and has an additional loss. I mean, he got stopped by Marco Antonio Rubio and has an additional loss to Joachim Alcine. So, I mean, they practically have the same losses, but David Lemieux has more. And he also has gotten stopped more. So what are you talking about? And its styles make fights. David Lemieux's style is better when Charlo has a good jab, and he's much taller than David Lemieux. Willie Monroe is actually probably more of a tricky style because that would be similar to what Austin Trout did that gave Charlo. So stylistically, Lemieux would probably be an easier fight, but you don't know shit about boxing. Someone is hating on the white fighter. All right, you can get next in the hot seat. You can get next in the hot seat. So anyway, where you at, Montrez? We got to get past you so we can get this other bum out of here. All-time great boxing. All right, we'll see if you're all-time great. So answer any of what I just said. David Lemieux got stopped more time. This is... oh my, I'm about to body these dudes. I can't wait. David Lemieux has an additional stoppage loss. They both got stopped by Triple G, but David Lemieux also got stopped by somebody else, and that was Marco Antonio Rubio. Plus, he has an additional loss. Willie Monroe has 3, and Lemieux has 4. So what's the difference? Why would you give way more credence to a Jermall Charlo win over David Lemieux? Again, if you're analyzing the fight stylistically, a shorter power punching David Lemieux, that stylistically wouldn't really go good with the taller guy with a good jab and a lot of power that's been stopped twice. Willie Monroe got stopped once. So stylistically, I think Willie Monroe probably matches up more awkwardly with what's the name than David Lemieux. David Lemieux has like a one-dimensional style. Where's Montrez out? We're not talking about Lemieux versus Monroe. See, some of y'all lose the plot. We're not talking about Willie Monroe versus Lemieux. We're talking about Willie Monroe versus Charlo. We're talking about styles make fight, Willie Monroe versus Charlo or Lemieux versus Charlo. And Lemieux is one-dimensional with a lot of power. So going up against a tall guy with athleticism, explosive speed, and power, and a crazy jab, one of the best jabs in boxing, would not be good for David Lemieux. We watched Gennady Golovkin pick David Lemieux off at will with the fucking jab. See, this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't know shit about boxing. Triple G was keeping David Lemieux at bay with the jab. Triple G hits hard, but he's also less athletic, less speed, and he's not as tall as Jermall Charlo. So stylistically, Charlo would be a horrible look for a guy like David Lemieux. Now counter that. We watched David Lemieux get jabbed to death by a non-athletic, non-fast, big puncher. So imagine another guy with a crazy jab, but more athleticism, more rhythmic, more explosive speed, and he's taller, younger, and probably a bit bigger, and he's like more aggressive. We've seen that Triple G doesn't get aggressive unless he really has you hurt and trying to finish you. So you please explain how stylistically David Lemieux would have a great chance against Jermall Charlo, more so than Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe, he's not a big puncher. We know that. But he's at least boxing fundamentally sound, and he can make it ugly, and he can make it awkward for Charlo. You know, to me, Lemieux or Willie Monroe, it's about the same. It's just two different styles. You know, neither one of them is like Charlo versus Jacobs or Charlo versus Andrade or Charlo versus Canelo. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, it's, if anything, it's the same echelon with two different styles. But Lemieux's style would be tailor-made for what Charlo does. Now, rebuttal that. Ego ain't refuting what I said because I already have a hot seat and you're a bum. That's why I'm not refuting what you said. I haven't even read what you said. I'm already in the hot seat with somebody else. So how am I going to refute you? You're a pack of bums. Wait your turn. These dudes, they want to debate so bad and they getting chopped up. Where's Montrez? You getting chopped up, man. They say I got the smooth lineup. Okay. They say the lineup looking fresh. Okay. Well blended. Yeah, Ronald Finkley had to clap his dumb ass. Listen, don't be trying that gang up shit because I'm not worried about y'all. I'm not worried about y'all when I'm in the hot seat with someone else. You know? So you wait your turn. Hey, block Montrez. He ducking. Y'all seen Montrez? Nah, I ain't relaxing. You about to get blocked. Anybody else want me to relax? You gonna get blocked too. I'm on one. We got that Bay Area fade, they say. Nah, I'm Ray John Rondo. There ain't no relax. Ain't no relax to this. Okay, Charlo can't take a punch, but he's never been stopped. So what is that based on? No, hold on. He responded finally. Don't block him. So you said Charlo can't take a punch, but he's never been stopped. I don't even know if he's ever been knocked down. I can't recall the time. So what is that based on? How do you know that he can't take a punch? See, this where them emotions get to these boys. He can't take a punch based on what? Who knocked him down or knocked him out? I know he almost got clapped up. So he can't take a punch based on what? Where did you hear this? Where did you see this? You have 10 seconds, my guy. 8 seconds, my guy. How do you know he can't? No. You're not flipping the question on me. You said he can't. I didn't say he can or can't. You said he can't. So I'm asking you how you know. And the clock is still ticking. You have 6 seconds, my friend. You're not reversing this on me. This is not Uno. You said he couldn't take a punch. I never said he could or couldn't. You said he couldn't, so I want to know what this is based off. 5 seconds. Okay. I get my haircut. They want to start acting crazy. Okay. I'm TB Ego. 3 seconds. Where you at, Montrez? I know he a casual. That's why he getting body like a casual. He going to be putting that casual casket when we get finished with them. 2 seconds. Where you at, Montrez? Motherfuckers talking about he can't take a punch. Okay, prove it. When did he get knocked down or knocked out? How do you know he could take a punch? No. We not doing that. You got 1 second, Montrez. Where you at, Montrez? All right, shooters, line him up. Whatever shooter gets to him first, we putting cases on all y'all. Y'all want to say that dumb shit? Okay, we riding Eagles Army style. Get him out of here. You see how he tried to flip it on me? You see? He said he can't take a punch. I said, how you know that? And he said, how you know he can't? No, we're not doing no Jedi mind tricks over here, partner. That's not how that works. I didn't say anything about his chin. You said something about his chin. And you said definitively that he could not take a punch. So I want to know how you know that, since he hasn't been knocked out or that I can remember knocked down. Let's go, man. Mosquito said black excellence. Okay. Where they at, man? Pack of bums. That's what I'm saying. If it happens, show the proof. Show the receipt. You notice they never show receipts for their returns? That's why they the motherfuckers that be stealing off the shelf and then go in the parking lot and then walk back in with the stolen DeWalt drill trying to return it. Yeah, I bought this about 2 weeks ago. Motherfucker, we seen you in here 5 minutes ago and take it off the shelf. You know, now you trying to return the drill with no receipt. It still got the sensor on it and shit. Like, bro, that's the oldest trick in the book. Take something off the shelf and then try to return it for a gift card and shit. Bro, we're not stupid. Yeah, I bought this DeWalt drill 2 weeks ago. I was like, I want to return this DeWalt drill. Like, motherfucker, you was just in here 5 minutes ago, and then you went in the bathroom for hella long. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. Like, you really had that drill. Why the sensor still on it? Why is the spider wrap still on it? But you bought it. Oh, they forgot to take it out. Man, you stole that. It's called a spade a spade. These young boys can't beat me. You know, I should drop the mic, because this shit is too easy. Where's the other bum? I know he got blocked. Is he back? I'm trying to take all the pack of bums. You know what I'm saying? Where the other dude? He had a lot to say. These dudes just be saying whatever. That's what I told you. But I got time today. I got time, cuz. I got time today. You know, they say I got that new haircut. You said they say I'm looking crispy. Look at my shit. Look how blended we is, huh? Hold on. Where they at though? Monroe's not a bigger name than Lemieux. Man, who gives a shit what you talking about? Lemieux's also with Golden Boy. So we don't know how easy. The Willie Monroe is advised by Al Heyman, so it's probably an easier fight. But the bottom line is both of them are about the same echelon with different styles. You're not going to get superb credit for beating Lemieux at this point and get absolutely no credit for beating Willie Monroe. They're in the same like tier. Motherfuckers is acting like Lemieux is on some Golovkin shit. Like, so if you beat Lemieux, then you the best in the division. Stop it. Where the bums at, man? You know that's not it. They're in the same. Willie Monroe, David Lemieux, they're all in the same tier of guys who have had opportunities at titles or against big names and shit and came up short. You know, and they bring whatever style they bring, but they're not top 3, top 5. Who J.E.? I don't know who that is. He a pack of bums? Yeah, we on one today. We on you. We on you. Where they at, though? See, Thomas A. Now we talking some sense. He said, I agree. They're about the same tier with different strengths and weakness. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. But people are acting like if Charlo fought Lemieux, I wouldn't be tripping. You know, I'm not like mad at it. I wouldn't, you know, it would be about the same. It's just a different style. But to me, truthfully, being 100% honest, Lemieux's style is tailor-made for Jamal. And I know people, especially since you have a Caucasian Canadian fighter, if Charlo would destroy him, they would not give him credit. Trust me, I've been in this game too long. They'd be like, oh, Lemieux had already lost and he had losses. They wouldn't even like to see that, and they wouldn't like to give it credit. You know? The racist, why would the racist give credit to that? You know, seeing a Caucasian fighter get slept. Lemieux would KO who? Charlo? You think Lemieux would KO Jamal Charlo? Thomas A. Charlo Kane Lemieux, my bad. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have to be the Charlo has a crazy jab. His jab is crazy. It might even be better than Golovkin's, and Golovkin got a good ass jab. It might be better than his because it's more athletic. Charlo is more rhythmic, you know? The black channel, they think they have all the rhythm. They think they're the best dancer, you know? Charlo he's just more rhythmic and athletic and more explosive. Like, okay, if you had a guess, who do you think has a higher vert? Who can dunk? If you had to, you think Golovkin can dunk or Charlo? If you had to bet money, I don't know if either of them can dunk, but I'm just saying, if you had to bet money, who do you think is more athletic and then they'll have a higher vert? Real ones, you stupid. You just hating. Somebody said Triple G. All right, whatever. This is clearly some internet shit. Motherfucker said Triple G. Okay. He Billy Hoyle out here. All right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Who runs a faster sprint? You think Charlo or Triple G? And stuff like that matters that we're talking about. It's not like the end all be all, because, you know, but I'm just saying, Triple G's style gave Lemieux hell. You know, Charlo has like similar, but he's probably more aggressive and more athletic and more speed. So, like, come on. Like, Triple G is pretty slow, actually, but he's just heavy-handed and very experienced. And he has a hell of a chin. We don't know about Charlo's chin like that, but you can't just say his chin is bad when we ain't seen him get dropped. Charlo got a crazy jab. If you don't admit Charlo got a good jab, then you hating. He knocked the motherfucker down with a jab. What are you talking? He knocked a number 1 ranked, very good fighter that I've watched spar live, Julian J. Rock Williams, down and stopped him in his tracks with a jab. I've never seen Triple G stop nobody with a jab. Like, not stop them from coming forward, maybe, but I'm talking about, yeah, and then they drop to the canvas. I ain't seen that from Triple G. So that shows you the timing. If you look at he hit, this is what I'm talking about, speed and rhythmic. J-Rock threw like a 1-2 or something and got countered with a counter uppercut. I have never in the history of Golovkin's career, you guys, oh, you're hating. I'm not hating. If you can tell me the moment, then I would love to go back and replay that fight. I have never in the history of all the fights I've seen from Golovkin seen him counter someone with the swift-ass fast uppercut like J-Rock did like Charlo did to J-Rock. Where he's like, bop, bop, and then chop, bop, and then it's just an uppy that just seats you. Come on, man. We have never seen Triple G because he doesn't have speed like that. He's not fat. He's good. See, this is what I'm saying. People are so sensitive. When you say stuff, even if it's true, they get their feelings hurt. Like, Triple G is slow. That's a reality. Doesn't mean he's bad, but he is slow. He's not a fast guy. He's not like, you know, if you did a speed test, like look at Rashidi Speedy Ellis. He's quick as fuck. Go watch his last fight. Quick, you know, but speed. I'm not, and I know there's a lot of idiots who, once again, they're sensitive, so they're gonna get mad. Oh, it's not about speed. I'm not saying speed is everything, but it could be a benefit to you. You know, Like, put it this way: if you had the option of building your own fighter and you can give him crazy speed or not, what would you? If you could make him explosive or not, what would you prefer? Of course, you would give him the speed, as opposed to, no, I want my punches coming slow as fuck. You know, so Andrew Tabiti is fast as hell. Hell yeah, I seen him on the mitts with Floyd Sr. He's quick. You know, Devin Haney has some speed. Ryan Garcia's speed. The only thing Ryan Garcia's speed, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I don't know if he follows through with it all the way. You know, like Amir Khan's like, eesh. Like, but he's not like, Amir Khan's like, he'll tatter you up with bow, you know, from leather constantly hitting you. But it's not like, some guys have speed where it's explosive and they're going to, if it hits you, you're dead. Like Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank got speed where if the speed connects, then it's going to detonate on you. Amir Khan has more of like amateur speed, like each, you know, like where he's punching, but it's not like super followed. It's just like, it's like one of those drills where you're counting how many punches you can throw in a minute or some shit. Like, you know, but it's not like Berto's explosive too. You know, just, yeah, like it's just out of nowhere. I don't know, it's different. Meldrick Taylor, guys like that is different. Shout out to Big Time, $5 super chat. I can't get no love from the YouTube notifications. Oh well, good to be here. Keep schooling these wooden tops. It's a pack of bums, man. Anyway, I like David Lemieux. I'm not even putting him down, but I'm just saying he's not in those crazy, superior, much higher category. People are so like fixated on power. Power ain't shit if you can't land it. You know what I'm saying? People think automatically the more difficult fight is going to be a guy that carries this crazy punch. That's not necessarily true. Styles make fights. Some guys know how to deal with guys with power, especially when they just plod forward. You know what I'm saying? They're like plodding fighters. So, you know, if you're fighting them, like Gary Spike O'Sullivan fought a dumb fight. Like, come on, Lemieux, put him up. That is stupid. Of course you're gonna. He has. I think David Lemieux has some of the most power at middleweight. You know, he commits to his punches, so that's stupid. You want to have a shootout with a guy like that? That's just dumb. Like, come on, we're the Fighting Irish. Like, all right, you're gonna be Fighting Irish, and you seen what happened. He turned you to Fighting Irish when he slept O'Sullivan. He's like, oh, the marshmallows, the orange, and the horseshoes are like, you can't be doing all that with a crazy puncher like that. Eat. I would favor Pacquiao. Magically delicious. We got the horseshoes on our own. Like, whatever. Loma versus Tank. That's a good fight. Y'all sleeping. People acting like Tank get blown out. I don't see that. I think that'd be a highly competitive fight. Damn, Antonio Mendoza said Irish been taking L's. Who? Katie Taylor won, though. But Spike O'Sullivan got slapped. Conor McGregor tapped out. Who else is Irish? You know, Mick Connellan just won. So Katie Taylor and Mick Connellan holding it down. What other Irish lost? Carl Frampton winning. I'm just trying to think of all the yeah. So Connellan, Carl Frampton, and Katie Taylor, they holding it down. But Conor McGregor got submitted. Gary Spike O'Sullivan got stritted etched. Oh yeah, James Tennyson. Okay, it's about half and half then, because Tevin Farmer was putting him on that Alfred Lord Tennyson shit. Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, we didn't really even know who Tennyson was like that, but he was Irish. Yeah, Loma is fighting Pedraza. I think the media day was today. I was going to go to it, but anyway, that's my hour. I just had to talk about how y'all hating on Charlo. Like I said, it's easy to complain, but listen to the complaints. They're saying why didn't the Charlos fight guys that are occupied? or guys that don't even show an interest in wanting to fight him. We don't hear Canelo calling. He's the A side. We don't really hear him call out Charlo's, say he wants that fight. We damn sure don't hear Triple G talking about it. So, those are two options that aren't likely for December. Canelo has his own fight. Triple G ain't mentioning Charlo, right? Billy Joe Saunders is likely suspended or going to get suspended. Has no belt. Andre just fought and picked up an injury. Jacobs is fighting in a couple of days against Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko's fighting Jacobs. Hey, Block Sabik. Yeah, Block Sabik. Hey, like Biggie said, the rain on top was short as leprechauns. Bye-bye, Sabik. I think Loma versus Pedraza, I would favor Loma, but Pedraza's he's if he don't get mentally discouraged, he could get some issues. I want to see how tall he is next to Loma, and especially after that Linares fight. That Linares fight brought Lomachenko back to reality, or at least for his opponents. Seeing him get dropped, they're like, okay, if I punch with this dude, or if I catch him lacking, we can get him. So I don't know. Someone said, bye-bye, Rafael Sabik. I'm done. It never rains inside the... We got that Tony up out of there. Yeah, I think Pedraza will come to fight. And he's been looking good at the newer weight since the Tank loss. But Tank has destructive power. Loma doesn't have that type of power. Loma will, grind you down, if anything. Tank will debilitate you and then get you the fuck out of there. Anyway, I'm out of here. That's my hour. Shout out to the Charlos. It's going to be on Fox, too. Shout out to the Charlo brothers. Smash the like button. A lot of people hating, but they not coming up with better matchups. And it's funny. It's funny how they want to criticize Heyman shit all the time, but then other people coming out with, go look at that Lebedev card. Dennis Lebedev. Who was on that? Who are any of that? You know what I'm saying? And they mad at Charlo brother fighting an end of the year fight on the same card against guys we all know in their divisions. It's funny. Luis Ortiz ain't getting fights because he's getting ducked. Anyway, I'm out. That's my hour. Holla at the kid. I just had to express my thoughts and talk to y'all, rap to y'all for a minute. Thank you for the shooters for holding it down. Your boy got the haircut. We back in business. Let's get it.